I just screwed back, so.
We're going to call the meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I had to smile a little bit. That pledge was very robust. I love having you guys here. Thank you so much for that. I want to remind everybody that we are live streaming the board meeting this evening, so you are live on the web. And just want to welcome those who are in the room and also those who have joined us live streaming. We'll start the meeting tonight with a motion to accept consent agenda items. I have a motion by Earl. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Pat. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Next, we'll ask if anyone is present who would like to speak on any items on the agenda or any other topics. Hearing none, we have some visitors in the room. And it sounds like there's going to be a little bit of a competition.
Yes.
Okay.
If you guys will humor us.
All right.
So I want to introduce in just a second our NVE Math Bowl team, actually a portion of our Math Bowl team. We had Math Bowl competition this past Tuesday, and so I thought it would be very fitting to bring part of my team to kind of demonstrate what Math Bowl is. It's a really neat competition where all of our schools get together and have a wonderful competition over some really complex math stuff. So we've been at NVE, we've been focusing a lot on our math instruction over the last 2 or 3 years too, and it kind of shows in the work we've done. To brag on our team for a minute, they scored first in our division on this past Tuesday and did a really, really good job. So we're very proud of them. So in honor of Math Bowl and to kind of illustrate what we've been working on at NVE in this competition that we've had across the county, we would like to challenge the school board to a mini Math Bowl competition. So the way this is going to work, we will introduce our kids in just a minute, and you guys as a school board will work together to solve. We'll display a question on the screen. You guys will work together. There is a time limit, either 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or a minute for each one of these questions. And at the same time, our 5th grade Math Bowl team will work on this question. When time's up, I'll call time, we'll ask for answers, and then we'll score points for the teams that get it correct and see who become our victors at the end. So before we jump into that though, if I could have my Math Bowl team come join us here, I would like for you guys to introduce yourselves and share with us who you are. So, Ms. Patterson, go ahead. You start.
My name's Abigail Patterson. My name's
My name's Tyson Wright.
My name is Willow Axel.
My name is Briella Dale. My name is Rosalie Lander.
So I invited, these are my 5th grade kids on the Math Bowl team. We invited, there's I think 1 or 2 missing out of the 5th graders, but this is the majority of those kiddos. Math Bowl teams have anywhere between, most teams have 10 to 30 kids on it, and then they switch out throughout the competition. So I've invited our 5th graders to come join us. So if you guys are all set and ready, you have your papers and pencils I see, if you guys want to kind of gather up around the table here to get ready.
Hold on a minute. Nikki needs a pencil.
I do.
Enlist some help.
Hey, Philip.
I always have a pencil.
Give this to Philip. He needs some help.
I got a pencil.
He's ready to go.
Philip's giving our answer.
So just as a heads up, I did not pick the hardest questions, but I did not pick the easiest ones either. So the first question here is just a warm-up. We'll practice the format.
Okay, we all work it? How does this work?
You guys can talk, and you can work it together.
Okay.
You have to give one answer, though, for the group.
Okay.
So on your paper that you have in front of you will be the master, master answer sheet.
Okay, so if I don't like their answer, I can pick my own.
Phone a friend, whatever you want to do.
Okay, all right.
So, first question, we'll display, this is the practice. This is just a practice question. It'll say on the screen. This one is just a practice question. We made it really challenging for you.
Hope it's easy.
Increasing the suspense. first question is 20 plus 20 equals, your answer choices A, 20, B, 22, C, 0, or D, 40.
Everybody?
There's 30 seconds.
Oh, your timer's done.
They're just slides. It won't.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and hit the next slide. I'll give you a 5-second warning to record any answers if you haven't already. Go ahead, next slide. Time is up, pencils down. The correct answer with this one is D, 40. You guys get it right? You guys get it right? 40? Okay. You ready? Here's the next question. This is the first real question. A class of 34 children have 2 more girls than triple the number of boys. How many girls are there in the class? A, 28, B, 24, C, 26, or D, 22? Go ahead. Your 45 seconds starts now. Five-second warning. Final answers in. And time's up. Pencils down. Okay, school board, what did you, go ahead and show the next slide. The correct answer was C, 26. And the math ball team also has it correct. So next question. The second question is, a helmet was discounted 30%. If the regular price of the helmet is $80, what is the new price excluding tax? A, 24, B, 66, C, 56, or D, 65? You have 30 seconds starting now.
That makes sense, yeah. That makes sense. Hands up.
Phil's trying to tell you.
I guess we're done. We're done. We're done.
5-second warning, get your answers down if you don't have them. Time's up. Go ahead. Answer is C, 56. Both teams get a point. NVE got it right. School board got it right. 2 points for each.
I almost did that wrong, though. I almost calculated the discount, which is the trick question.
It is.
Okay.
They're tricky. They're tricky. So the last question that we have for you, the sum of 4 consecutive numbers is 450. What is the smallest number? A, 111, B, 112, C, 120, or D, 110? You have 60 seconds starting now.
Step away. Step away.
Not the way you're supposed to do it.
Do you guys have an answer?
Yes, check.
Okay. Next slide, 5 seconds. Make sure you have your answers down. Okay. Pencils down. Time's up. The correct answer is A, 111. Did you guys get that one correct too? They did. You guys got A?
Hey,
So that is very impressive. You guys got all 3 and the
it's
practice.
impressive that they did, because we had to work a little bit at it.
So, congratulations, guys. Thank you for playing along and humoring us with this. If you guys want to go ahead and be seated. Once again, this was a really good example of why we did what we do in Math Bowl. It's much longer, there's 4 rounds, and it gets very intense as they really get into it. But it's a really fun, neat competition, some really complex and hard math that our kids get to do. So I have one parting gift before we leave. Teams get ribbons for winning. And since you guys did really, really well, we're going to award each of you a first place ribbon for math.
Technically, we tied.
Oh, yes, you did.
Technically, we tied.
I don't know.
You had a friend help you on the board, and Brian gets one as well. So thank you guys very much for allowing us to come in and do this and demonstrate what we've been working on and some of the neat things that we've been doing within our school corporation for our kiddos. So thank you guys for playing along, and thank you for having us.
Very impressive.
So typically, when we have visitors, we have them come and just shake everybody's hand. So maybe if the 5 who were in competition with us want to come up and just walk around it, it's kind of like we tied.
Congratulations. Very good job. Very good job. Very good job.
Well done.
Good job.
Good work, Nancy.
What's that? I put the pencil on there.
That's all.
Yeah, I didn't get there a traditional way, that's for sure.
Thank you guys again. I appreciate
They
it.
loved the back of the shirts.
Yes.
I don't know if they saw that on camera, but that was super cute.
He's getting his pencils back.
Do you want your pencils?
Unless you would like to keep them.
For our next challenge.
Yes, certainly.
Thanks. We may not be smarter then, but we are as smart as fifth grade.
That was fun. That was great. Great. So that was a lot of fun. It just kind of shows some of the different opportunities that are available for the students at different grade levels and at competition, and being able to think quickly can be challenging at times. So I want to just thank the North Vernon Elementary Math Bowl team for coming and having a little bit of fun with us tonight. So we'll move down under the next agenda item under old business, Neola policies.
Yes, bringing these for second reading and asking for approval. I did note that number 8 and 9 say first reading, but they are a second reading. They were on the agenda last time.
So we'll entertain a motion to approve all 9 of those policies, including 8 and 9 that say first reading. We're taking all of them as a group. So do I have a motion to approve? I have a motion by Mary Lynn. Do I have a second? Second by Cheryl. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Next, we're down to professional staff. We have a resolution.
Yes, I have a correction to the resolution that we passed on February 22nd, and it is for the certified supplemental pay for the early literacy grant. And it was a correction of having a person on there that had left the corporation, so it shouldn't have been, so then that altered the numbers of everything.
So asking for approval for the corrected
To
resolution.
replace the one that's been previously approved.
Okay. Do I have a motion? Motion by Travis. Do I have a second? Chelsea. Any discussion or questions? All those in favor? 7-0.
And then the exact same thing for the support staff.
Okay. Do I have a motion? Motion by Earl. Do I have a second? Second by Pat. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Next, we're down to new business.
So asking for approval this evening to extend the NTSS program at the high school. We have been paying for this program and the 3 associated positions out of ESSER funding, and we would like to, due to the success we are seeing at the high school from the efforts of this program, combined with all of the staff at high school, things they're putting in place for the kids, They are seeing some substantial improvements that we're really excited about. We like to continue offering those programs. We're able to extend that program and pay for that program with the associated positions for an additional year with grant funds. So we're asking for approval of that. I would like to just highlight some successes the high school's seeing, if I could just share a few points. The high school's attendance has risen by 2% this year. Their students who were receiving failures at the end of courses, which means they would have to repeat those courses, putting them behind potentially for potential. 2 years ago, that number was 986. They have cut that number in half, 533. We'd like to see that go down even further. That is substantial progress that we're very proud of them for. Our graduation rate was 79% 2 years ago. Last year was at 83%. They're on trend to show an even increased rate this year. And for the first time since they've been taking it as a whole group on the online system, their 10th graders have met or exceeded the state average with their PSAT scores. So the high school is really showing progress. They're putting in the whole staff together and working hard, and this MTSS team is an important part of that. So asking for approval to extend that program for an additional year.
So moved.
I have a motion by Pat. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Cheryl. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Move down to AP US History and World History textbook.
Yes, this is an Inform. The high school needs to adopt an AP US History and AP World History textbook. So they're going through that process right now. And I'd like to invite any parent or community member who would like to evaluate the textbooks also. They can contact me, or they can contact Stephanie Evening at the high school, and we will organize a time for them to help with this process.
So again, this is an Inform item. We always like to get parents involved when we're talking about new textbooks, with a lot of things, in fact, at the school, but specifically about textbook adoption. So if we have a parent, either in the audience or joining us online, who would like to be involved in that, contact Carrie or Stephanie Ebbing at the high school.
Yes.
Okay. Next, JCHS Fine Arts Pathway.
This is another Inform. JCHS is able to add a locally created CTE pathway for our students. This pathway is for students who have an interest in the arts, and it allows them to count their coursework for graduation requirement and credit in the pathway box. This pathway has already been approved by the IDOE, and we're just waiting. If you would like to improve it, it could be implemented next school year. It uses existing courses and staffing and space, and so it's no additional cost. It allows our students another opportunity. We are sharing this as an Inform to be able to hopefully approve it next week.
So again, this is an Inform item. We'll plan on voting on this next meeting. Next, we go down under professional staff. Permission to post?
Permission to post 8 elementary summer school teacher positions. This will be for our students who failed IREAD, and it'll be a remediation for them.
Okay. This is an approval.
Yes.
So entertain a motion to approve posting for those 8 elementary summer school teaching positions. So moved. I have a motion by Mary Lynn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Travis. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Another permission to post?
Yes, for literacy coaching position for Brush Creek Elementary. We did not fill an instructional coaching position at this school last summer, so we still have an opening. This position will be part of the literacy cadre. The IDOE would pay for 2/3 of the salary for the first year, and we'd be responsible for 1/3, which we would use grant money to fund.
Okay, so we'll entertain a motion to approve posting for a literacy coaching position at BCE.
So moved.
I have a motion by Pat. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Cheryl. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. We're down to recommendations.
Asking for approval for a career increment master teacher stipend for Roxanne Norton for the school years beginning in 2024-25, continuing through the year 2028-29. Also asking for a correction to the career increment master teacher stipend for Karen Tucker. And lastly, asking for approval for Bill Lane to serve as Jennings County High School Volunteer Assistant Baseball Coach. And that would be it.
Do I have entertain a motion to approve? I have a motion by Chelsea. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Travis. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Next, we're down under support staff. Looks like we have a pay scale creation.
Yes, this is just an inform for the pay scale. I created a pay scale for the adult education instructor position over at the JCEC, and it's just an inform. I'd like to vote on it next meeting if possible.
So again, this is a creation of a pay scale for adult education instruction position for, and this is an inform, so we'll plan on addressing or voting on this at the next school board meeting. Next, we have a permission to post 8 elementary summer school parapro positions.
Yes, this is for iRead summer school also. It's based on those numbers. We may not need all 8, but we'd like to go ahead and post for 8 just in case we do, and so we'll be ready to fill those positions.
Okay, so entertain a motion to post those 8 elementary summer school parapro positions.
So moved.
Motion by Pat, second by Earl. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Next, permission to post summer internship positions.
Yes, ma'am. It's that time of year again to start planning for those summer internships. So we wanted to ask approval for the following positions to be posted: 4 technology positions, 8 custodial positions, 3 grounds worker positions, 1 central office assistant position, and then a split position that would be split between half technology and half at central office.
Okay, entertain a motion to approve posting of those summer intern positions. Motion by Chelsea. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Cheryl. Any discussion? All those in favor? Very quickly, since we have an audience, if someone is interested in applying for those positions, where might they go to find them and how to make application?
They will be posted by tomorrow afternoon on our website at www.jcsc.org, and they will be able to go to the tab and look under employment. I'm sorry, forgive me just a second. I just went blank.
Or they can call Lisa.
Yeah,
Her
take care of it.
office.
Oh my
and-
goodness gracious.
Employment, it'll have external applicants.
Yeah,
Great.
that's terrible. I was sitting there thinking, which tab does it go to next? But yes, they definitely can call me, but they will be posted by tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, fantastic. It's a great opportunity for some
Departments employment.
Thank you. Did you look it up for me really quickly? Departments is the one that was slipping my mind.
All right. Now we're down to recommendations.
Okay, thank you. Asking for approval for the following recommendations: DJ Campbell to be hired as a Jennings County Middle School SPED Parapro. Bobby Joe Clarkson to be hired as the Northfern Elementary Administrative Assistant. Samantha Collins to be approved as a Northfern Elementary ESSER Parapro. Tori Lee to be approved as a Jennings County High School Volunteer Softball Coach. Jessica Lohman to be approved as a Jennings County Middle School Volunteer Girls Tennis Coach. And lastly, Ashley Martin be approved as a Jennings County High School Assistant Volleyball Coach.
Do I have a motion to accept those recommendations as read? So moved. Motion by Mary Lynn. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Cheryl. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Now we're down under finances and we have some donations.
We have a lot of donations,
We do.
a lot of generous people in the county here. I'm asking approval to accept the following donations. Jennings County Community Foundation classroom grant to Brush Creek, $80 to Mrs. Crouch, $100 to Mrs. Lehman, $300 to Mrs. Boswell, $300 to Mrs. Cummings, and $100 to Mrs. George. Anonymous donor, $124 to the Brush Creek 6th grade class. American Heart Challenge, $60 to the Brush Creek PE supplies. Jennings County Community Foundation, $115 grant to Hayden Elementary Miss Downing's 5th grade class. Jennings County Community Foundation, $100 to NBE Mrs. Kent 3rd grade class. Decatur Mold Easter baskets to Sand Creek SPED class of Hatton and Eggerman. Decatur County REMC, $2,000 grant to Sand Creek for playground equipment. Jennings County Community Foundation, classroom grant to the high school, 75 to Tracy Martin. Perfect Day Cafe, $493.87 to the Jennings County High School Culinary Arts class for their Serve Safe certification. And Leon Nevlin Fair, 2 boxes of food items for the Jennings County High School Panther Pantry.
Great. Can I entertain a motion to accept those donations as read?
So moved.
Motion by Pat, do I have a second? Second by Travis, any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Now we're down under property.
Yes, so sharing that we are on timeline with our high school construction project. We're very excited. Dunlap has shared with us a timeline of the work. I'm just gonna send that over. They are on time to be completed by the first date of school, which is a very quick project turnaround, and we're excited that it can happen. They have actually already begun demolition in portions to have us prepared to go to move quickly after school is out. So in contained areas, they've already started that work and getting everything prepared. So this is a general timeline of each step. We're doing some of the interesting parts of picking out finishing and what all of that goes together to look like in the culinary area, in that cafe area. Those are some of the things that they're working on while they're doing the demolition. So, Philip, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think Roy's got some pictures to show at the facility meeting coming up, but yeah, there's some, I was over there today, actually. They're putting a wall up, creating the area for the welding area. So they're putting that wall up, tearing down another part of the wall to make that area bigger for the final stage, but it looks good.
So what we're going to do is we're going to share this timeline, this meeting, and then every meeting we'll bring back a little report just to let you know where we're at and how everything's moving along. I have to brag on the contractors we're working with. They're going out of their way to help us make sure it doesn't disrupt the schedule as much as possible, but make sure we're on time for next year to be ready.
Super excited about this. It's great to have the information and to be able to share it to the community. So I appreciate these even small updates that we get. That item was an inform. So next on the agenda, under property, we have a permission to dispose of old EL curriculum.
Yes, I'm wanting permission, approval to dispose of some old EL curriculum that we're not using anymore. We've moved to a different type of curriculum that seems to be working much better, and our teachers are much more happy with using it with our kids. So we'd like to dispose of this old material so it's not taking up space.
Okay. Entertain a motion to approve on that disposal. Motion by Chelsea, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Cheryl. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Next, we're down under relations, and we have a MOU.
Yes, asking for approval for an MOU between Ball State University and Jennings County School Corporation.
Entertain a motion to approve that MOU.
So moved.
Motion by Pat. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Mary Lynn. Any discussion?
Just mentioned that is for student teacher placement.
I mean, this is an annual thing that we've had approved many times. Yeah, it's great to have them in the building. So, hearing no other discussion, all those in favor? 7-0. Next, we have an agreement between Blue ABA Therapy and Jennings County Schools.
Yes, it's an agreement between Blue ABA. They're a parentally placed therapy that wants to come in and work with a student that the parents are asking for additional help with. And they want to make sure that we're doing the same thing at home and at school so that behavior can be improved everywhere. So they have to assign confidentiality agreements, background checks, and everything that.
Okay, to entertain a motion to approve. Motion by Chelsea. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Cheryl. Any discussion? You would just go over one more time,
Yes.
just so we get it, right?
It is a parentally placed, so it's not costing us any money. It's through the parents' funds that they get for the child. And it will be working on behavior therapies for the student in the classroom. They sign confidentiality. They are there to only work with that student. They will not be working with any other student in that room.
Okay, so it's consented by the parents and it's everything that they're requesting and needing
Yes.
the services.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor? 7-0. And we're down under other.
No other.
Okay, hearing nothing, then we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Pat, do I have a second? Second by Mary Lynn. All those in favor?